another bowling alley with another Brunswick GSX. And as you can see, this one is not working. The real question is, does it actually, work? Let's go find out. And of course, the answer is right up there. The pin thing is jammed. Oh, there we go, I got it. A lot of pins are getting stuck. Let's see if the pin center will cooperate. That sounds promising. There we go. But it seems like the pin jam still hasn't been fixed. See how the pins are still trying to assemble themselves? So they keep getting stuck. We're letting the pin setter do its job, so then when the next set of 10 rolls in, it will be easy pickings from here. But it seems like these two pins are the only ones that don't get much attention because they keep getting stuck. So, see, look, there's a... But for now, we're gonna just throw our first ball. Frame 1, ball 1. We're gonna do 2 games on this lane. Doesn't matter. Let's restart that ball. There we go. And there's the pin setter picking up the last set of 3 as we load our second ball. And the pin setter goes back up. Spare we get. There's the pin setter again. We're not going to do, since we've already done the GSX pin setter on another video, we're not going to spend as much time messing with the pin setter. We're more likely just playing with the bowl. And as you can see, that's where the pin setter is. It's an old Brunswick system. Frame 2, ball 1. That's a 9. It's actually a nicer looking scoring board. Apparently this is still in the works. And spare we get. Please don't tell me it got stuck again. There we go. Had to think about it for a minute. This pin setter's kind of janky. And we got a split. A very nasty split and down the middle. Hit it with this ball. We got an 8. As you can see, you can still see the pin setter doing its thing and knocking the other pins down. Let's see how long it takes for the next set of 10 to roll in. Because the last one took about a few minutes to do. And another pin just fell out of the machine. So I'm going to go ahead and say that this machine is not very cooperative. Yep, look at that. Look at how many pins are stuck over here. In fact, almost all of them are. I might just play one game because this machine's kind of problematic. If it can't cooperate, I am leaving it. I don't know if the other machine is any better. This one is by no shot any good. And another pin just fell out. There we go. There's your fresh set of 10. There's your fresh. And it looks like the pin setter messed up so bad that one pin is now in the weirdest spot. Ball something. knock that down. Scored 6. This machine needs some help. If I can't even finish one game, I'm jumping pin setters. And we got an 8. For a total of 48. And another pin just fell out. And in this case, the pin setter left us one less pin. That means we're only going to score a 10 because of the pin setter messing up. And it did it again. We scored a 7, and it appears it thinks we hit 7. I think I'm going to ditch this pin setter. This one's terrible. If it does it again when I zoom in, we're gonna leave game and try another one. Oh, there goes another pin, and there goes the 2 that we couldn't knock over. Let's see if the pin setter will work this time. We are waiting, and pins are still falling out of the machine. Is it possible that we're going to have to fix this machine every 2 frames? Because it seems like that's how this all happens. In fact, how did this ball manage to get all the way up here? How? How in the living... We're going to have to fix this pin setter again. In fact, pins are getting stuck everywhere. Okay, let's see if this pin setter will cooperate this time. I don't think it's going to. There we go. That's a fresh set of 10 right there. But for instant purposes, let's remove this pin. There we go. Now we actually have 10. Doesn't matter though, because this game's junk anyway. 7 again. Okay, but at least there is 3, so give or take, it's correct. But the pin setter's messed up. Scored a 9, so that's a new high. Looks like the pin setter is gonna try and do its thing again. Imagine it leaves us with one less pin again like it did the last game. Really, that's lovely. We didn't even make it through 2 frames and it's still acting up. Pins are still falling out of the machine. Looks like we're going to have to go back in there and try and fix it again. I swear if a bowling ball gets stuck up there again, we're going to have some issues. Looks like the pins just got jammed. We're going to have to move all these pins. Is it going to cooperate again? No, because this machine is janky. Is it going to work? Let's see if it drops a new fresh. Set of 10. There we go. But once again, it left us another pin that we didn't need. So this game's junk. Overall, this Brunswick GSX is dog water, and I'm not going to play another round because it always messes up. But we did get an 8. Flame. Will it work this time? Let's find out. I don't like this how this machine always seems to get stuck. Why? There it goes. That took longer than it should have. We got a strike. Keeps happening every time. We're only at frame 8 and this machine is making me mad. It looks like only a few pins got stuck this time. There it goes. Frame 9, ball 1. Incoming. Here we go. Now the pin setter is working again. There is another strike. We're never getting 2 consecutive frames with... Oh, what was that? Oh, there it goes. Dropped another fresh set of 10 right there. Ooh, 8. Not bad. And for once, it's actually clean. It's a clean sweep. That doesn't stop this game from being junk because we end the game with 133. So, this game's junk. Should I use the other lane or fixed jamming in distributor? Not very well, you didn't. Let's see if this one works. Either the pin setter's stuck or it's trying to figure out what pins to distribute. If it doesn't want to cooperate, I'm going to have to go over there and figure out what's wrong. Okay. I don't know if that fixed the issue or not, but a fresh set of 10 has been dropped. Alright, let's see if this will work. It might take a little while for the distributor to cooperate. There it goes. We got 2 decent frames where the machine didn't mess up. Not like that's a selling point. I swear if the machine jams again, I'm quitting. It shouldn't need to mess up as many times as it has. So let's see if the GSX cooperates this time. And giving us another fresh set of 10. If it doesn't cooperate on the third... If the third row of pins ends up being a mess up... Oh, look at that. It actually dropped another fresh set of 10 for us. Let's see if ball 3 and lane frame 3 goes out alright. Let's throw the magic 8 ball into the thing machine. Ooh, that's an ugly split. We got a spread eagle. Blech. We're only at 3 points, so that's 21 total. We got a nasty spread eagle. Now we're gonna drop the pin. Okay, we got an 8. 8 out of a spread eagle. Not great. Let's see if the pin setter is going to drop us another set of 10. The pin setter on the left has some serious problems. That would require this machine to be turned off and then cleaned out and unjammed before sending it out for work. So the distributor is really not that good. Now let's see if the pin setter will actually give us a fresh set of 10. It's been a little bit. But to be fair, this one does have a slower pin setter. Give it 5 more seconds. Yeah, pins are just dropping out every which way, so it might be the machine's messed up. Very messed up. Like, both of them need to be turned off and cleaned out. We have no... We shouldn't be having issues like this so early. This machine desperately needs to... I'm hoping this time the machine actually does give us our fresh set of 10. If it doesn't work, I don't know what. Moment of truth. Featuring 2 more dropped pins, and... yeah. This is not going to end well. One more ball down the drain and you're going bye-bye. 8 ball to the rescue. A 9. Spare. Even then, I'm starting to wonder if this is even workable. And the machine's stuck again. Great. Oh. Frame 6, ball 1. Actually, this is frame 5, ball 1. Ooh, that's an ugly split. Well, we got 3. So, 8. And there's the magic 8 ball. Let's see if the pin setter wants to cooperate. Yep. And that happened. There's no reset button for this thing. So I have to reap with it. And we end with a spare. There it goes. We got a 9. A legitimate 9 this time. We're on frame 7. Alright. And spare number 2. 78. Now let's see if the pin setter works again. Knowing my luck, it's probably going to malfunction again like it did the last time, because it always does every time I play this one. Here we go. That's a fresh set of 10. No mess-ups, no nothing. And we get an 8. Now that's progress. Not like that matters, because these 2 pin setters suck. And another spare, so that constitutes as a turkey. 96. We're going to get a low 100 on this game, aren't we? And this machine takes an absurd amount of time to finish. Like, an absurd amount. Now let's see how long it takes for it to drop another 10. Bag of 10. 3, 2, 1. 1/2. I think I'm gonna have to go back over there and fix it. It took about 8 frames for that thing to mess up again. Will it work? There we are. Never mind. Some of the pins are messed up again. And a strike. Yep, another strike. 116. Doesn't matter because some of the points are nullified, despite the fact this machine does not do anything really well. One more pin setter action, please. When is it going to cooperate? There it goes. Apparently it was a gutter ball, even though I hit the pin. 134. Hopefully the next game we play that includes bowling alleys is not going to be problematic. But since this machine is struggling to even do its one basic job, I'm going to end it once the pin setter finishes its job. And there it goes. It shut off. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video with hopefully working